Hello， 大家好，我叫 Benny， 我姓鄧嘅，咁就係Bricksducation 嘅 co-founders 啦。咁今日咧，我哋咧就會講都係同上集一樣係英語嘅專學系列啦。咁就今次就會講我哋大學生嘅系列，就話翻俾你聽喺英國留學嘅大學生需要啲咩注意嘅地方。咁同上一集一樣啦，咁我哋邀請到 Vanessa founder of Cascade，Train Teach and Learn 嚟同我哋介紹翻大學生需要知道嘅嘢。Hello, Vanessa.
Hi, Benny. Thank you for having me here today.
Okay, so.
Hi, everyone. I'm an English language trainer and lecturer, and today I'm really pleased to be here with you to share with you what I know about studying in the tertiary sector in the UK.
係啦，咁咧我簡單咁介紹翻我哋今日嘅主講嘉賓 Vanessa 佢少少嘅背景啦。咁其實佢本身係一個英國嘅英語嘅培訓師啦，同埋講師。咁佢亦都會提供嘅課程方面咧，會有一啲譬如話考海外嘅英國嘅資格試啊。咁你喺個畫面度都會見到啦。咁就好早年之前咧，佢都出過一本嘅書啦，係關於點樣去將英語融合一個文化方面嘅書籍啦。咁如果你哋想知道多啲關於佢咧，你哋歡迎都可以去聯絡翻我哋，咁你就可以 get in touch with Vanessa 噶啦。OK， 咁 without further ado 啦，咁我哋就開始今日嘅 topics 係啦。咁I'll give the mic to Vanessa.
Thank you, Benny. In our second episode, we're looking at English for university students. Now, being accepted into university is a very exciting period of any teenager's life. They've worked so hard for this.
I've been to UK for university as well.
Then you have a lot of good experience, I'm sure, to share with us, Benny. And the UK has rated really high in terms of international students going over, and students are very happy to be there. So there are a few universities in the UK that actually have come out with the Student Satisfaction Award, and that means students have actually rated these universities pretty high. Right. But let's move on, shall we?
Yes. 哇，咁其實咧，我自己本身頭先提到啦，我都喺英國讀diploma 啦 ，and then 就讀university 咁樣嘅。咁我去揀英國讀書嘅原因，其實都係嗰個 recognition 嘅關係啦，嗰個認受性係非常之高嘅。咁但係當然我哋今日咧就唔想再 carry away 去我自己嘅 experience 啊，或者我哋讀書嘅 experience 啦。咁就我哋今日就直接開始我哋今日嘅 topics 啦。So let's just jump into what we're going to talk about today.
Sure. Okay. So there are 4 areas I like to look at. Preparation is key, ways to prepare for this move to the UK, knowing that knowledge is king and it gives you the key to the kingdom in the UK, and I will go through the checklist for international students.
係啦，咁今日我哋個專學嘅內容咧好簡單，分4個部分。咁就第一個就會係我哋需要準備啲乜嘢啦，同埋準備嘅方式係點樣樣。咁最重要就係話，咦有啲乜嘢我哋叫做 know-how 啦，或者 knowledge is key 啦 to the kingdom。咁最後啦，咁我哋就會去講翻一啲學生嘅清單啦，需要注意到嘅地方。OK。
Right, so let's look at preparation is key, Benny. Now, any student or even adults when we move across, it's undeniable that we will experience culture shock. Now, your teen will be having new friendships groups. Yes. Your teen will have to experience new climate. They will have to experience new food, and values are different in the UK as well. So, the country runs on a different set of rules and systems. So, it is inevitable that we face this culture shock.
Right， 咁咧嗱，其實咧去英國咧，其實一般嘅人咧，譬如話未去過嘅大學生啊，或者甚至乎我哋上集提到嘅小學生咧，其實都會有一個文化嘅衝擊嘅存在嘅。譬如話係食嘢方面啊，衣食住行方面啊，甚至乎係點樣去同人嘅社交方面啊，或者去到transport 方面搭車啊各樣啊，其實個文化都好唔同嘅，咁係需要去做一啲準備嘅。
So while studying in the UK can be enriching in the long term, in the short term, when your child actually moves over, you realize that the studying methods in the UK could be different from Hong Kong.
Yes, I agreed.
And it can be more demanding, and most likely very different for your child when they were in school here. So what is really important for your child to understand is that they need to be prepared for this change, yes?
係啦，咁其實咧，我哋都需要去 prepare 一樣嘢，就係話嗰個學術 架構啦、個 structure 啦、學術嘅文化，譬如話係佢哋學生點樣去學習嗰個即係輸入嗰個 knowledge 嗰個方式啦，係都會有好大嘅分別嘅，係需要佢哋去調教啦，甚至乎係需要少少時間去適應嘅。
Now the next important bit, Benny, is personal survival tips. You know, I don't mean going out there with a knife to personal tips, but
it's not that dangerous in UK. No. Yes.
But what I actually mean is that as teens going across, they are away from their family, they're away from the friends they knew. So what they really need to do is they need to learn to manage their own food, their own laundry, their own times of when to study.
Yes, I'm quite bad at it at that time. Yeah.
And they also need to learn to manage their own money.
Oh yes.
Yes,
definitely.
because mom and dad may give you an allowance, but you must know how to spread that out over your time.
係啦，咁咧其實去英國作為一個大學生啦，咁其實佢哋都好 mature 㗎啦。咁但係有幾方面要注意到嘅，譬如話我個人認為咧就會係頭先 Vanessa 都講到嘅財政嘅問題啦，因為可能家長已經一次過俾咗一大嚿錢你點樣去控制翻你自己嘅財政啦，甚至乎係天氣上邊嘅變化啦，咁英國其實都好凍嘅，咁亦都好大風嘅，咁呢方面亦都要留意翻啦。咁仲有就係住宿方面啦，咁你需要點樣去管理好自己屋企裏邊嘅日常事務啦。其實呢方面咧都需要去準備嘅。Next topics right now.
So let's look at how we can prepare our teens when they go across. Now, one very important thing to note is when you're going across to the UK, you may be going to major cities. So it could be London, it could be Manchester, and you're going to meet people from different backgrounds. So it's very important to be open-minded. So because if you're thinking of London, it's a cosmopolitan city. So be open, accept experiences. And I believe that out of that, you will learn and benefit a lot.
嗱，其實好簡單嘅啫，去到一個新嘅地方咧，當然我哋好俗套咁講就係話要入鄉隨俗，但係其實最重要一樣嘢咧，就係話我哋需要保持一個開放嘅態度。咁呢個開放嘅態度就會係喺待人接物方面啊，甚至乎去認識新朋友方面啊，甚至乎係學習嘅環境方面啊，可能同香港好大分別嘅。咁如果你抱住一個開放嘅態度嘅話咧，其實喺學習方面咧，你都會變得好積極嘅，因為你係每日都會覺得係一個新嘅挑戰啦，同埋去學到一啲新嘅知識咯。Okay, let's just carry to the last bit.
Let's talk about being an active learner. What do I mean by this? If you're the kind who likes to sit back and listen and think you don't have to contribute, well, learning in the UK will be very different. The way students learn there, where your opinion matters and your contribution to class is really important. So be prepared. Go with a mindset of where you have to be involved in the learning, in your own assessments and assignments.
係啦，咁咧就第二點咧就係一個 active learner， 即係點樣積極去學習咧？就係話其實你需要去做一啲調教嘅，就係話當你學習嘅時候，你點樣去自我評估咧？同埋點樣去留意身邊啲人嘅學習模式係點樣啊？咁當你讀大學嘅時候，會有好多同其他 teammate 一齊去做嘅功課嘅時候咧，咁呢樣嘢亦都係如果你可以能夠積極去聽人哋嘅意見啊，積極去討論嘅時候咧，其實係事半功倍嘅。
And finally, be street savvy. So you're a teen, you're going over to a new place. You definitely want to explore new places around you. So what's really important is know the area you live in, know the public transport routes, know areas that you shouldn't go to, so for personal safety. So if you're aware of the places around you, you will be more protected and safer.
係嗱，咁咧就同小學生有啲唔同，因為大學生咧其實佢哋嘅生活啦同埋嘅行動係比較自由嘅，咁所以咧喺呢個情況底下咧，你係需要了解翻當地嘅交通系統啦，點樣可以翻到屋企啦最重要，同埋有一啲地方要注意嘅就係話唔係度度都適合我哋去嘅，邊啲地方係危險，邊啲地方係安全，又或者邊度去買嘢係最 最平啦，最多 bargain 啦。I think bargain food is the most important one for student。咁呢方面咧都需要去準備嘅。譬如話，我諗大家都可以去 Google 下，或者去做定啲 research 啊，咁就會生活得比較放心啲啦，同埋舒服啲啦。
Now let's look at this. So you are going to send your teenager across, and knowledge of where they're going to be living, where they're going to be studying is really important. My advice to all first-year students is to live on campus. Living on campus would mean that you're closer to your lectures and your tutorial rooms. Living on campus will put you in an area with lots of facilities because you're so new to the area. A good chance to socialize too with people in your year, and obviously maybe seniors too. Things to think about when you're living on campus is, what is your accommodation like? You know, your room will be very different from the room in your back home here in Hong Kong. Will you be sharing a room, or will you have your own room? Where do you get your meals? Because if you're not good at cooking,
yes,
then you keep having to buy your own meals.
I'm a good cook now, by the way. After living in UK.
These are very, very important things, because once all these basic needs are met, you feel comfortable and happy to perform at university.
OK， 嗱，其實咧就Vanessa 頭先提到嘅就係話我哋都建議嘅，我本人都建議嘅就係話，一去到英國嘅時候讀大學咧，其實最好就係住 hall 或者住喺個學校附近嘅提供嘅 accommodation， 提供嘅宿舍俾你。第一就係話你可以近啲學校啦，同埋可以用多啲時間去適應學校以外嘅地方，因為學校以內嘅地方你已經可以好容易適應到啦。咁亦都好近，譬如話學習嘅 facility， 學習嘅譬如話圖書館啊，譬如話翻 lecture 啊，翻 tutorial 啊，咁呢啲地方都好近自己 walking distance。咁第一亦都可以慳錢啦 ，save you money on travelling 啦，係啦。咁最重要一樣嘢就係話喺個 hall 裏邊咧。其實你可以有好多社交嘅時間啦，同一啲同學嘅 social gathering 啊，甚至乎因為 hall 通常都會有餐即係食飯嘅提供嘅。咁如果你話我一開到我係唔識得點樣煮嘅，其實嗰度會方便少少咯，係啦。
Let's look at studying on campus, Benny.
Yes.
Now, universities there are huge. You know, the faculties are quite far spread out. So when you get there, it's really important that you have a map of the place. Know the rooms or the lecture halls that you're going to visit. Find out where you're going to sign up for lectures and tutorials and seminars. Grab that library card, because it's going to be your key to your success there.
Yes, and for your dissertation, for
exactly.
Your thesis. Yes.
And I think one thing that's really important is never be shy to ask for help, because your lecturers, the librarians are all there to support you while you're studying on campus. So make good friends, have study teams and groups, and you will then excel by your time on campus.
Totally agreed. Well, 嗱，咁其實咧校園學習方面咧就係話，其實初到貴境嘅時候咧，最好就攞一張學校嘅 site map， 即係地圖啦，就會好清楚了解到每一個 lecture 嘅地方喺邊啦，或者啲班房會喺邊度啦。因為英國嘅大學咧同香港嘅大學有好大分別，就係話其實佢哋係分佈喺唔同嘅地方嘅，可能係都需要去 travel 先至去到第二個 campus 咁樣嘅。咁所以去熟悉校園嘅分佈咧係非常之重要嘅。咁同埋最重要就係話唔同 faculty 啦嘅 lecture 啊或者 tutorial 啊，你都要需要知道喺邊度報名咯，係啦。咁但係唔知都唔緊要嘅，因為其實學校作為一個 overseas student， 佢有好多information centre 啊，或者甚至乎 librarian 啊，或者當地嘅佢哋都有啲 help desk 嘅地方咧。咁你都需要知道佢哋喺邊，咁你就可以攞到適當嘅支援啦。咁最重要嘅第二樣嘢啦，我都係嘅。當我喺英國讀書嘅時候，個 library card 圖書證係最重要嘅，因為呢樣嘢呢個地方咧係你去得最多嘅地方啦，或者去做一啲 group work 嘅時候啊，你都可以去呢啲 study room 度做啦，咁樣。好 ，last but not least, we're coming to the last topic right now.
Let's look at the checklist for international students. Now, you know, even the smallest things can get overlooked when you're so excited. You're thinking, I'm going off to university, yay! But don't forget, Don't forget to actually accept that university placement. You get that letter, you get that email. Some students and parents just get so overwhelmed they forget that.
Yes.
Sort out the paperwork, the visa, the documents that the students may need. Book your accommodation. You don't want to go in late and realize you have no space on campus. Book your travel, documents, and insurance. That's really important for children to have that insurance should anything go wrong. And finally, very important, pack essentials only. Now, don't pack your entire room, don't pack your entire house. It'll be very expensive, but pack things that are very meaningful to you, that you like to see a picture of mom and dad, a picture of your dog, something that you enjoy having with you so you don't really miss home that much.
OK， 嗱，咁其實咧個清單咧就好簡單嘅，不過有一樣嘢需要注意嘅就係話唔好太過興奮。第一件事收到個大學 offer 之後咧，最緊要回覆翻俾大學，你係 accept 佢呢間大學嘅 offer， 處理好晒所有嘅文件，譬如話你嘅 visa 啊，譬如話係你嘅銀行戶口，其實你哋而家 nowadays 咧，你都可以預先去準備好噶啦。咁另外就係話如果你係頭先我哋都提到嘅，如果你係想住 student hall 嘅，住翻 campus 裏邊嘅，咁你就需要去 book 呢一個住宿啦。因為其實嗰個recommendation is actually quite scared if you don't book early, right?
Yes.
咁所以你需要去提前翻去預備你嘅住宿啦，你嘅 air ticket 啦，你嘅飛機票啊，甚至乎都幾重要嘅一樣嘢就係你嘅 insurance， 你嘅保險，譬如話 medical insurance 啊，或者 life insurance 啊，咁你哋都可以去同家長啊或者自己去準備好呢啲嘢。咁 last but not least 呢樣嘢好重要嘅，就係話唔好帶晒所有嘢去，因為其實英國你日常嘅用品咧，你可以喺當地買嘅。咁你只需要帶一啲必需品或者一啲比較 personal 少少嘅 item， 譬如話你屋企人嘅相片啊，你可能你已經有女朋友啦，咁你帶女朋友嘅相片啊，或者一啲嘢係對你重要嘅嘢就已經夠啦。咁至於其他嘢，你可以去到當地先至去買翻咯。
And let's look finally at the student from Taiwan, his experience. Moving from Taiwan to the UK was very different for this student, but as you can see, he did experience culture shock, academic culture shock, but then I think this student left feeling really happy with the experience because it taught him how to actually be more independent, work with students from other cultures, and in the end, he graduated from university.
This is a classic case, isn't it?
It's fantastic.
係啦，咁我哋可以睇翻呢個少少嘅台灣嘅學生嘅經驗咧，就係話其實佢一去到咧係有個 culture shock 嘅，佢有個文化衝擊，好唔適應當地嘅生活啦，亦都好驚啊，亦都好有少少彷徨啊咁樣樣。咁但係佢即係時間過咗之後咧，佢就開始慢慢適應譬如話點樣上 tutorial 啊，點樣去同啲同學去討論功課啊，或者甚至乎去上 lecture 嘅時候點樣去問問題啊各樣啊。咁佢之後適應咗之後咧，其實佢都喺呢個過程裏邊咧學習到好多嘢。咁佢甚至乎已經係 graduate 成為一個MBA 嘅學生啦。咁呢度就係我哋個少少嘅分享啦。
And finally, what I wanted to say is travel to the UK, study there, but go with an open mindset because looking at this chart and the survey, many British students have benefited from international students going over there. So it's not just you benefiting, but your presence in British universities actually have a benefit on British students.
係啦，咁咧到最後啦，咁我哋都想去反映翻嘅，因為有好多學生都會擔心，咦有冇種族歧視嘅問題啊，或者有冇個 racist 嘅 problem 啊咁樣樣，咁其實就冇嘅。呢個表咧係其實講緊一啲英國嘅學生對於一啲國際海外嘅留學生嘅一個睇法。其實佢哋都會覺得係幫到佢哋 enrich 到頭先呢個表裏邊各方面嘅嘢嘅。咁總括嚟講係全部都係一啲 positive 嘅 feedback， 一啲 positive 嘅 influence for 佢哋本地嘅學生嘅。咁所以就海外嘅留學生去到英國其實真係唔需要話太擔心嘅。係啦。咁咧 ，thank you very much for your time, Vanessa.
Thank you, Benny. I enjoyed being here today.
Thanks a lot. And we are going to talk about the corporate and professional English series on our next video, right?
Yes, I'm looking forward to
I'm
that.
looking forward to that as well. 咁咧嗱就我哋其實咧都會有一個叫做10日專業問我嘅環節啦。咁你可以去同我哋聯絡啦 ，click 下邊嗰條 link 啦，咁就可以我哋會揾翻相應嘅專家啦，去提供翻一啲專業嘅建議俾你哋嘅。咁喺呢度咧，咁我哋呢一集就去到呢度先啦。咁我哋就可以同大家講聲，拜拜。
Bye.
Bye。